As we close the chapters of 2020, let's be reminded of this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. Never lose hope. Storms make people stronger and never last forever. So collectively, let us stand united as we step over into 2021 to really flatten the curve of COVID-19 and rebuild our economy through the participation of all the sectors. Together, we can build back a stronger Jamaica. You're inside Jamaica Magazine and I'm Adrian Atkinson. On the show today, we ignite your passion to pursue your dreams, showcase top-class products from local manufacturers, and share expectations for 2021. So, stay with us.
Entrepreneurs, are you searching for the next opportunity? Look no further than the medical cannabis industry. From developing quality products to growing the plant or researching the benefits, there are many opportunities to explore. To benefit, you'll need a license from the Cannabis Licensing Authority. Whether it's for research and development, cultivation, processing, retail, or transport, the Cannabis Licensing Authority has licenses to help you capitalize on these opportunities. Opportunities for waivers and deferments of fees are available for small farmers and small entrepreneurs. For more information, call the Cannabis Licensing Authority at 876-654-7582.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 31. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has extended the current COVID-19 measures for Westmoreland until January 15, 2021. As a result, curfew hours for the parish will begin at 7 p.m. daily and end at 5 a.m. the next morning. Public gatherings should not exceed 10 persons, while market and vending in public arcades and public transportation centers are only allowed during the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. During the period, authorized public transportation vehicles will be allowed to operate between 4 a.m. and 8 p.m. with no passengers being transported between the hours of 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and between 7 and 8 p.m. Prime Minister Holness says Westmoreland remains the parish with the highest number of cases per population, with cases spreading across more than 30 communities. He says new cases are arising weekly from several communities across the parish. The Savannah Lamar Hospital is beyond its COVID-19 isolation capacity, and the general hospital capacity is near alert level. The number of moderate to severely ill patients in the Western Regional Health Authority's hospitals are more than other regions, with limited capacity for any increase in cases. The Prime Minister is reminding persons to strictly observe all the infection prevention and control protocols, including wearing a mask, obeying quarantine and isolation orders, maintaining a physical distance of at least 6 feet, and frequently washing and sanitizing hands. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health is reporting 34 new COVID-19 cases over the last 24 hours. The update, as at December 30, shows most of the new cases in St. Anne and Westmoreland, which recorded 7 each, St. James with 6 cases, and Kingston and St. Andrew with 4 cases. St. Mary recorded 3 cases, while St. Catherine and Trelawney reported 2 each, and Hanover, Manchester, and Portland all had 1 case each. There was also 1 coincidental death. The country has so far recorded 12,827 COVID-19 cases, of which 10,383 persons have recovered and 1,987 cases are active. 29,129 persons are now in home quarantine, while 61 are in facility quarantine and 84 persons are hospitalized. The public is being reminded that social events such as parties are prohibited under the current COVID-19 restrictions, and as such, none is allowed leading into the new year. The caution comes from head of the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay. She says persons should try to have small activities in their personal space and limit the number to 10 persons.
But these major events that we see being promoted, we know about them before. We're not going to allow them. We know the tendencies that once they know that we find out about them, they change the location. but we're everywhere, and we're also policing social media and otherwise. So we are overt and we are covert searching for these events.
SSP Lindsay says enforcement measures will be taken where illegal activities are found and persons will be prosecuted if breaches are detected. To counter hostile response at illegal events, SSP Lindsay says members of the force have been trained and briefed to do the necessary risk assessment, adding that officers will be traveling in numbers.
I know that when you have adequate persons responding to a particular situation, then you will get less resistance, because we're anticipating resistance. If they go to an event that the hostilities of such, we are prepared to treat it otherwise to avoid loss of lives and injuries, but persons are not going to get away with it. The promoters of these events will definitely be held accountable for what happened at an event that you promote.
In the meantime, the police are encouraging persons to report traffic crashes regardless of how minor they may be. Head of the JCF's Corporate Communications Unit, SSP Stephanie Lindsay, says persons opting to exchange information and making the decision to fix vehicles outside of an insurance company can prove to be very dangerous.
Whether or not you're going that route, you are required to report the accident to the police. And while we say you should not do it, even though it's a convenient way of doing it, when you give a person your document and your driver's license, you're actually giving away all of your personal information. You're giving your address, you're giving your TRN, your date of birth, all that information you're giving to somebody that you don't know.
SSP Lindsay says there have been instances where persons fake an accident to rob unsuspecting motorists, and by sharing such personal data to a complete stranger, persons expose themselves to further attacks.
So we have to think beyond just what's happening there. So if you're thinking safety, you don't want to give your personal information to a person because they know where to find you. There are times when this information becomes sour because they're not fixing the vehicle. It was not the intention to fix the vehicle in the first place. So we really want to discourage person from doing it and encourage more persons to report every single accident, whether it's a minor accident or a major accident, to the police.
And finally, just in time for the new school term next Monday, 16 tablet computers and a laptop have been presented to children living in the Salt Spring community of St. James. The devices were presented on Wednesday as part of the No Student Left Behind electronics campaign. It's the brainchild of the Salt Spring Community Outreach Program for Empowerment International Limited. Local chapter president Rochelle Cowley says the No Student Left Behind initiative was born out of the need to ensure learning continued despite the COVID-19 pandemic and its restrictions. She explains that the devices were procured through fundraising and international sponsors from the body's U.S. and Canadian chapters. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
The Lupus Foundation of Jamaica is asking for your support this Christmas season in raising $500,000 through its Give a Care Gift campaign. The proceeds will provide gift or care packages to lupus warriors this holiday and further the impact of the foundation. Help the LFJ reach its goal. Be one of 555 persons to give 555 Jamaican dollars or $5 US. Make your tax-deductible contribution online via their website www.lupusfoundationjamaica.org or donate using the banking information provided. You can also visit the Lupus Foundation Learning Center at 7 Barbados Avenue, New Kingston. The Lupus Foundation of Jamaica is a member-based charitable organization run by volunteers dedicated to improving the outcomes and the lives of persons affected by lupus through information, support, advocacy, and research.
We've come to the end of another year, and 2020 was certainly a very trying and challenging one. But truth be told, I think we've managed it fairly well, and we continue to do so over the next coming months. And as you do, here's something to ignite that go-getter spirit in you.
Today we're switching things up a little bit because we want to help you with a critical aspect of your life. And this, I guarantee, will set the pace for years to come. We're talking about finding your passion. Joining us is someone who is no stranger to the Get the Facts set, Dr. Sasha Shimhue, who is a manager in the Workforce Development and Employment Division at Heart National Service Training Agency Trust. Dr. Shimhue, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we want to get straight into the meat of the matter. What is passion?
To answer that question, I'll pose another question. What are you passionate about? Truly, passion is what drives you. It's the verb. It is something that you think about late in the night. It wakes you up. You can't shake it any at all. You believe that your life will be complete once you are able to achieve or do these things. That's what passion really is. That thing in the bottom of your belly that you feel having done that, life would be perfect.
Wow. And does everyone have passion?
Yes, but not everybody is in tune with their passion, and that's what makes the difference.
Okay, so how do you discover your passion? And I would like a step-by-step process because, I need to connect with it. How do you discover it?
So passion first is based on that thing that you think about. So if it is that there's something that you believe that once you have achieved it, life would be complete. That is first what your passion is, and it's tied to your purpose. Having identified what your passion is, it requires more research. It's not just, okay, I love to speak, I'm going to be a great public speaker, so I'm going to quit my 9 to 5. It's really about researching what it will take to make sure that my passion is aligned with my purpose and is aligned with my pocket. So I also find out from other persons, how can this passion that I have lying deep within can be materialized? What funds do I need, if any at all? Do I need to go back to school? Do I need to speak with someone who is living their same passion, one that is similar to mine, out loud? So research is key. And in my case, I tie everything to that of spirituality. So I pray about it.
Okay.
And so that makes a difference for me.
Okay, so can we just call it the 3 Ps? You said,
Sure.
What? Passion, purpose, and pocket.
Yes. And I want to add a fourth one, and prayer.
And prayer.
Yeah. But really, what allows you to do well is what drives you inside. Is this something I want to pursue? Many persons fail because they lack that motivation. They lack that purpose inside them that says, come what may, I'm going to stick with it. So the Bible tells us to write our dreams down and make it plain. We have to make a note as to what it will take to fulfill this purpose. Will I need to go back to school? Do I need to share my dreams with somebody else who is in the business? Will I need to get a loan? Am I able to stand on my own? Will I need to partner? For some persons, being passionate means that they are a good speaker. It means that they're a good inspirational coach. It means they're a good party maker. Everything started from where? A dream, which propelled from your purpose, which started with a burning passion.
Right.
Yes. So really, at the end of the day, your passion has to be something that you believe in the long haul you will continue doing. It's not just for the here and now. It is for eternity. As long as your life is here, you will continue doing it. Awake, sleeping, you think about it. It drives you. It motivates you. You can't stop unless you are doing it.
But what about the challenges that you will face as it relates to translating your passion into becoming a job, etc.?
So there are some basic things. One, self-doubt.
Yeah.
We are our worst enemies. We are our worst critiques. We find every reason why it will not work. And it starts in the mind first, because we tell ourselves we can't, even when we can. So many times our mind prevents us from moving forward. But if you overcome the doubt of the mind, you will also have to contend with your circle. Many times who you associate with can make or break you pursuing your passion. They may say, boy, that will not work. Or there are many other persons who have gone down this path and it has failed. What makes you so different? So really, who you associate with makes or breaks your desire to continue. And then your desire to really stick with it to the end. Halfway through it, you mentioned earlier, failing. You may have failed and then decide, I'm going to throw in the towel. I can't bother with this. Let me go back to the mundane. Let me go back to living. I mean, after all, I was living, but was I really thriving? I was surviving, but was I really living an enlightened life, a life of passion or purpose? So really, self-doubt, our circle, and our stick-to-itiveness, whether or not we will see it through to the end. So those are the three major things, yet basic, that cause us not to see our passion through to the end. We need to understand that the time is now to start doing your research, writing it down, seeing how is it that I can achieve what I want to achieve. Do I need to register my business? Do I need to do some business cards? Do I need to promote myself? Let persons know that, hey, I'm a great singer. Do I need to find myself in different avenues? Do I need to put value on myself? And that is the beginning of greatness. It's the beginning of your passion being fulfilled. Also, there are persons who believe, I might be too old.
I was going to ask you about that.
One not dead, not forgotten.
Okay.
Once you are alive, you're still learning and you have an opportunity to live your life out loud. Some of the most seasoned persons in life are mature persons, and they have the experience to now know what to do. What is the springboard I need to live my passion? So age does not limit you at all. You are the limiter of yourself, really.
What about timelines?
It really depends on your resources. If you have the financial will, the know-how, the support, then what is preventing you from doing it now? But if it is that you have to acquire other things, more knowledge, a support system, networking, if you need additional resources, then you now need to say, in 6 months, I'll do X. In a year, I'll do Y. But timelines keep you in line, and it allows you to do some assessment and evaluation to see, am I achieving what I want to achieve in the time frame that I want to achieve it?
Dr. Shimhue. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
sharing. I'm sure that we will find the passion within and we will unleash it.
So keep pursuing, keep the dream alive, dream it, believe it, and live your passion out loud.
We will overcome the threat.
The public health team began to develop protocols that would help to delay the entry of the virus into the country, contain its spread, and slow the transmission among the population.
We will be implementing an unprecedented $25 billion fiscal stimulus.
We remain committed to making this a decade of growth for Jamaica.
The 2020 Year in Review, January 4 to 26, 2021, Mondays to Fridays inside Jamaica Magazine. That's the 2020 Year in Review, building forward together.
Up next, micro, small and medium-sized local manufacturers showcase their products that can transform your living spaces into a one-of-a-kind sanctuary.
For your household furnishing and decorative pieces, local artisans can fulfill your desires. From the bedroom to the dining area, your entertainment room, and even your walls. Exquisitely designed pieces that will make your guests wish they could stay.
As part of our local economic development support program, we host a number of business fairs. Today we're having a furniture fair where we're trying to showcase those businesses that deal with the crafts from the downtown area. If you travel along Harbour Street downtown, you will notice a number of furniture stores with different things on the sidewalk. And we consider a number of those products to be of high standard, a standard that you will get in any stores that you will go in and around downtown as well as uptown. So we wanted to bring into Emancipation Park those products of persons who are in homes and in businesses to see what we have to offer, the indigenous skills and craft from Jamaica.
The exhibits here are actually really lovely today. Like especially the natural, I think it's a natural furniture place. They actually have some really nice stuff on display.
I believe in nature taking the dominant role in everything we do. So I want to highlight the beauty of nature, and that's why I go for stuff that look the way nature presents it already. Anything you can conceptualize, I try to bring it to life. I do door, countertops, accent wall, the whole decor pieces. It's a nice coffee table two cedar limb, I put them together with a resin inlay. So I pour the epoxy called liquid glass. Yeah, I love to work with that to create the binding, but it also comes with a lighting underneath it to really illuminate the whole thing in the night. Another piece of the same cedar tree. If you notice how the termite heat it out, but I treat them to ensure that nobody have termite in their home. However, it's the termite in it that causes the different looks, the rotten hair. They heat it out, but when you put a finished touch to it, it's gonna come out beautiful. So my beauty is what you consider to be ugly and distorted. I just bring a little beauty touch to it. This is actually is a dinner table for about 3 or 4 chairs. Put a little piece of nature to it. So it comes with a wood root of a orange tree, and it's also a guango base and a guango top. These wall pieces are what a Jamaican famous wood called logwood. Growing up in the country, I always love it, so I bring some little touch to it to finish them, but it's all natural.
Unit Wicker has been around for over 25 years. We manufacture wicker, rattan, and we also do fully upholstered furniture. The wicker industry right now, the importation is giving us a beating right now, to be honest. Right? So customers are normally going for the plastic furniture, but we're coming to durability. The wicker is the way to go. So we'll normally recommend, and we're saying to the customers, the plastic furniture normally ends back up to me because it cannot take the rain and it cannot take the sun. So it comes back to me to cut it off and put on the wicker.
I did look at some of the furnitures and things, and it looked nice, looked interesting.
We sell furniture, mainly beddings and living room items. Once it's made from wood, we make it. What we have here on display now are made from maho. That's a national wood. Purchase of maho from the people who cut it. You can purchase from the forestry department. We use the maho, we use the Spanish elm, cedar, and mahogany. Those are what we mainly use. They're more comfortable working with, and they give you a proper finish, lasting, life-lasting products you get from them.
I think this is a great event, and STC should really look into having monthly booth like this.
We started 28 years ago, believe it or not. We cater to hotels, villas, private people, doing furnishings with Jamaican bamboo. Totally Jamaican products, all handmade. And we use the internet to market, and a website, Facebook. And we've been in a few shops, but at the moment we aren't in any shops, we're just in the, online. I was showing you our bath rack earlier, and we do pendant lamps, cluster lamps, every type of lamp you can think of, ladders, shop fixtures for hanging clothes, displaying shoes, as well as your regular furniture, bedside tables. Bamboo itself is one of the most environmentally friendly plants, so by cutting bamboo down, you're actually you're increasing the growth of bamboo, and takes out carbon dioxide out of the air, and it's good for the environment. Plus, it's a very strong material, so it's very durable, and in places like by the sea, it doesn't rust. So we use bamboo dowels, no nails and things like that, so no rusting. We also create very comfortable designs. So everything is designed for luxury, comfort, put your legs up, get back,
I saw this piece from a mile. It's like a city. Looks like a city, you can see. The buildings, the road, some of the other buildings. But I want it for my studio. And it represents like naturalness. So I'm gonna put these pieces in my studio.
I have on display abstract pieces. Abstract pieces on canvas, paper, and PVC. The colors here today are based on PVC material, canvas, as well as paper. And they are colors inspired by people around me, my family, my son, my wife. So yeah, they are bright colors.
buy local. Because we have tremendous products locally. And when we buy local, we provide the bread for more than one of us. Yeah? So we need to grow our economy. And the best way to grow our economy is to buy local.
COVID-19, job cuts, heavy rains and flooding were just some of the things we had to deal with this year. But as we look ahead, what are your expectations for the coming year as a country? Let's go out the road to find out more.
I wish for Jamaica for the coming new year for crime to go down.
That there will be more peace in our country. Persons would care more about each other and be more united.
I wish for Jamaica is everyone come together. Love brothers and sisters, take care of our brothers and sisters. Serve God in the right way.
I would like to see a cure for the COVID-19. Yeah, that is my wish for Jamaica.
I just want the virus to be over, so that we can be free again to go up on the road, enjoy yourself, can have more fun. Because everybody kind of locked in, can feel a little bit pressure and feel stressful. So for just de-stress.
As a student, I wish that we could have school to start back, like we can have physical school, because it's kind of more distracting how you're at home and you have all the things around you basically. And some people them don't have the resources for actual school, so yeah, that's one of the things that I would like.
More awareness in terms of COVID-19. More educated. People are to be more educated as it relates to COVID-19. That is one. Two, a reduction in crime. A reduction in crime. And number three is personal. I want to see the parish of St. Thomas be developed in terms of infrastructure and human resources.
Just to see a better Jamaica. That's it. Just a better Jamaica. Less violence, and for Jamaica to come together as one, and for Corona to go away.
Peace, 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 peace. Right now, I'm wishing them fix the road properly. Because right now, if we go to work, it's a whole lot of problem with it. The traffic, just look at bumps in the road, carry them off the slow, that will cause a lot of traffic right now.
My wish for Jamaica next year is peace, love, unity and oneness, and for more persons to recognize that Christ is the answer.
Of course, a crime-free Jamaica for next year. Also, COVID-free Jamaica for next year. Hope the vaccine is ready and to be distributed. That's my wish.
This is where our journey ends, but only for today. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll bring you another informative program. In the meantime, stay connected via our website, jis.gov.jm. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or via tweet at JIS News. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.